That's what we're doing. Not a raging rapids, because we see a lot of dum-dums doing that, but a nice slow-moving creek around dumb rocks. Think of it that way. Think of it that way. So the principle right away is one of the rules of the road is often misunderstood or even ignored by motorists. Okay, yeah, we have a green light. They decided to go in front of us. Yeah. It's fine. Okay, so you may pull up to the intersection first and have the right of way because of it, and it's never safe to assume the other motorists have seen you. Just don't assume it. Like I said, just let the world kind of move. If they decide to go, yeah, it's going to piss you off. I'm not saying your feelings don't matter. It's going to piss you off, and that's rightfully so, because we're in a dangerous situation. Anger is something that's going to get you out of something. It's going to cause that fight or flight. You're either going to fight the person or flight, and you're going to try to get around it and try to escape. When we're on motorcycles, don't fight. So have that anger. Have it. Have that adrenaline dump. Okay, that's not the bad thing. I'm not saying you guys be peaceful all the time. What I'm saying is that if you get that gut feeling of that anger, don't fight. Transition. Train yourself to do the escaping, the flight part, because we don't want to collide with anybody. We need to get around them, or we need to stay away from them. We don't want to fight. Now, if you want to do it in person, get some jiu-jitsu training. All right, so when navigating intersections, be aware of vehicles that approach the intersection at roughly the same time. So we're starting to intersect. Okay, we're starting to intersect. Like I use the analogy of soccer or football or both, because I know you guys are all across the world. If you see any type of ball sport where a ball is going and you have to intersect, you have to actually catch it, you have to kick it, you have to hit it with a tennis racket, you have to do something. So you want to be able to understand how things move and where things move in time and space. If we're seeing another vehicle as the ball and us as the player, and we're moving and we're going to collide, I'm going to catch that car. We're playing the opposite of the sport. We don't want to catch the car. So same principle of intersecting, same principle of catching something, but now instead of trying to catch it, modulate ourselves so we don't get hit, modulate ourselves so we don't hit something, slow it down, speed it up, whatever it is. I prefer to slow it down, just kind of let the person go versus speeding up and trying to beat them, okay? It's not a smart thing to do. So a full 3-second stop at a stop sign. So here's the thing. You stop there at a stop sign. You take a quick look left, quick look right, quick look left. We're good. Go. So give yourself a second, give yourself a second, give yourself a second, and go. And the same time, or not at the same time, but when you're starting to go, look at the ground for road surface hazards. Look where you want to go when it comes to what lane you're going to go. So here at the stop sign, if I want to turn left, I'm looking right, looking left. And I'm looking where I want to go on the left side, and get into that lane. Look for the road surface hazards, and then just move off. Okay, accelerate after your nose is pointed where it wants to go. That's going to buy you a lot of time to actually see any hazards left and right. So utilizing our headlights. Okay, I believe in the United States, you have to have 100% running headlights. And that's just on motorcycles. And that's just what it is. Now, I like to use the head. If that's the case, okay, cool. That's going to help with our visibility. But one thing I like to do is, and I talk about it all the time, is that lights, great. They're going to grab your attention. That's what human eyes like to grab. But also movement. Also movement. So if you have a headlight just in front of you, you're riding, and you're just staying still, yeah, you might be seen, but all of a sudden you're doing this. A little bit easier to be seen, huh? So when I'm riding, I'm not bouncing around in different lane positions. I'm in center lane for the most part, maybe left if it's behind a vehicle, but I'm just kind of like moving into just a little bit. And that's going to grab somebody's attention. It's almost like creating a modulating headlight. And if local laws say you can have a modulating headlight and brake lights, oh yeah, grab those. Everybody will see you, trust me. But ensure your headlights are working well. Don't flash people. Don't go crazy like that. If you want to, coming up to an intersection, go ahead and present yourself a little bit. Maybe if you have a little trigger button for the high beams, maybe throw it out there, but don't keep it on and blind people, because that kind of defeats the purpose. Turn signals. Everyone should understand that it's an indicator. Okay, it's indicating where you want to go, and utilize them the correct way. The problem is a lot of people utilize them the wrong way or leave them on. And so people start to develop this complacency of, oh, they don't mean anything. No, just do it the right way. Just do it the right way. Most people understand when you have a turn signal or an indicator, and then all of a sudden they see their brake lights. Oh yeah, they're slowing down to make that turn. So if you're having just the brake lights, they don't know what you're doing. Okay, they don't know if you're stopping because there's something in the road. They don't know if you're turning left. They don't know if you're turning right. So they're going to pass you, whatever it is. They're going to make their own decisions and assumptions. So if you have your indicator like I'm turning right and a brake light all of a sudden starts happening, they're like, oh yeah, that's communication. They're telling me they're turning right and they have their brake lights. That's 1 + 1 = 2. I'm not going to pass them on the right or whatever it is. I don't think they could in a car, but you know what I mean. Brake lights, same thing. That's going to indicate that you are slowing down. A lot of people don't pay attention to that, and they kind of observe if somebody's getting bigger or closer. So if they get bigger, that means you're getting closer to them. If they get smaller, it means you're getting further away. So that's usually how they judge it, but a lot of people are terrible at judging space and time and speed. So having brake lights really helps. It lets them know that you are slowing down. Hopefully they're paying attention, okay? So the horn, yeah, sometimes it's needed. Like if this person right here is at a stop sign and they just weren't going, that's when I would use the horn. Okay, I don't like it when people are at a green light and like immediately it turns green. I don't know how to snap with this finger. So it immediately turns green and then boom, here's the horn. I hate that. Give them like a couple seconds. Give them a couple seconds, not a big deal. But yeah, that's the only time I'll ever use the horn. I don't use it in emergency situations. And I know it says that. We need to change that, Nathan. We need to change that. So what do you guys think? What do you guys think? How to be visible? Make sure you're visible. Write in the comments. I'll be seeing you guys around. Join the MTC Ride Academy, get to the shop, rescue packs, all those things. I know about 20, 30, 50, 70% of you guys are leaving right now, but hey, here you go. Those of you that have stayed, I like you. Grab yourself a slice of pizza, and I'll see you later. There we are. Look at that. 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 All right, we're gonna get out of that. I got a really big stool of a chair. How you guys doing? There we go. Let's go back. Screw it. Let's hang out here. Let's turn that down though a little bit. You saw me on his Dr. Disrespect's live stream. When was that, Waldo? I was watching it before got to class. His old school got some PUBG going on. Yeah. How's everybody doing today? Hopefully everyone's doing okay. Haven't done a live stream in a while. This month has been absolutely insane. Yes. We're going to be going over some beginner gear. We're going to be going over some beginner gear. We're going to see how it works. We're going to see how things do. Okay. So one of the things I want to do with the beginner gear list here, everybody, my hand disappeared, is that I want to hear your recommendation, or not recommendations. I want to hear what you want to get. Like you want to buy or whatever it is that you want to get. And I'm just going to give you my opinion. I'll give you my opinion on it. You know, if that means anything to you guys. We're just going to hang out for about 30 minutes. 30 or so minutes to kind of get things going. Let's take a look at some of these gears. The gears. They got some women's gear here. Bullet has really good jeans. Bullet has some good jeans. Regular shoes versus motorcycle shoes. Great question, Waldo. So regular shoes versus motorcycle shoes. First off, one of them is obviously designed for motorcycles. The motorcycle shoes are going to have more of the ankle protection in terms of like the TPU, the plastic absorbing material I forgot the word, but it's basically the bony parts on your ankles. They're also going to have more of like a steel shank or a composite shank on the bottom of the shoe that's going to be hopefully lengthwise the whole way, but if not, it's going to be on your arch, and that's to prevent your shoes from collapsing on the pegs. And I know a lot of you guys put the middle of your foot on the pegs. Make sure you guys are putting it on the ball of your foot. But that's supposed to prevent some fatigue. We had that in firefighting gear. Our firefighter boots had a mid-shank sole for multiple reasons, mainly for puncture resistance. So if we stepped on nails when we're inside of a fire, which happens, and they'll go right through because they're superheated, right through it. And another reason was the fatigue that feet would have when we're climbing ladders, so the rungs. You're not going to necessarily have a steel toe with motorcycle shoes. You can have them with work boots, but I'm gonna compare to like Vans or whatever. So motorcycle shoes to Vans or something like that, or sneakers. And with the motorcycle shoes and boots, you're gonna have a little bit maybe of a steel toe, not a steel toe, but a composite toe, like maybe a carbon fiber. But it's not really designed to prevent the crushing from top down like work boots are. It's more so of an impact, so you get like a rock to the foot. It's supposed to protect the toe box if it's a little bit crushed. So it's going to have that there. And then a lot of motorcycle shoes are going to have some kind of retention when it comes to the laces. So just like right here, I'm taking a look at this. This is from, how do you say it? DanDanTheFireman? Whatever. So right here, more than likely is going to be that ankle protection. Sean with the 35 months. Oh my gosh. It's almost been 3 years, dude. I know it's been longer than that, but with the YouTube memberships. But yeah, that's going to be let's go ahead and get this out. That's going to be the ankle protection I was talking about. You notice how they're trying to get the laces kind of wrapped in because you don't want to have your laces or like loops of your laces when you're tying them with the bunny ears to be an issue. Because it'll catch the passenger peg, or not passenger peg, but the actual peg. Typically, you're going to have some protection right here on the back of your ankle for any type of crush injuries. So when I was talking about the mid shank, what I was talking about is like there's like a nice little thing like along here, and it's supposed to be rigid, and that's going to prevent the arch of your foot from collapsing for the most part. So that's what they typically look like. You know, it looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. Now let's take a look at what they actually have in here. Okay, so gear shifter guard. Whatever. Don't really care too much about that. Rigid inserts on ankles. So this is a very expensive shoe, and I don't like it. I don't like it. It doesn't have a ton of stuff. Certified to CE Cat 2 EN 13634. That's nice and all, but let's take a look at a shoe that has everything I like in it. Let's try. No, I don't want that. Let's try this. Let's see, just by looking at it. So full leather construction, waterproof. Okay, whatever. Reinforced toe cap. So that was what I was talking about. Reinforced ankle cups, toe box, and heel cup. Okay, we'll look at that. Flat laces with hook speed eyelets. Okay. Composite reinforced midsole. That's what I was talking about with the lug outsole. Heavy duty reinforced leather pool. So let's take a look at this one. Yeah, it looks pretty good. It looks like normal shoes, normal boots. What was that noise? Justin's Moto Vlog member for 6 months. Nice to have you here. Let's find some actual boots and shoes. Now, this is the beginner gear list. I have it pinned at the top of the comment section, and this is what you can like look with me. I know Reacts has some good stuff. Let's go take a look at this. Might not be your cup of tea when it comes to the looks. Let's see what they have. Flat laces and webbing pull, reflective heel, composite midsole footbed for added. Okay, dual compound EVA mid and dual rubber outer sole. See, some of these are pretty tough to really get a good. Let's look at Forma. Forma makes some good boots. Okay, so they have reinforced ankle protections. Just call it protection. Ankle TPU. That's what I was talking about. Reinforced heel and toe. That's good. Dual flex anti-EVA midsole. You don't want to have the vibrations going through your foot. That will give you some fatigue going on. Now, remember, everybody, write in the comments what you want me to review, and I'll just take a quick look at it. But what they're saying is that there's going to be ankle protection here. There's going to be like a cap to the back that's going to be protected. That's going to be protected. Underneath, there's going to be like a mid-shank sole, and then this rubber is going to be vibration absorbing. And they're trying to hide the laces so that you don't get it caught. This looks breathable material. It looks pretty good. So you have protection, anti-vibration, whatever, right there to hopefully help you out. Then you have that mid-shank that I was talking about right here, and then to prevent you from dropping your bike. So this is a pretty good boot. This is a pretty good boot. But that's what I was talking about. The difference between, and it's 134, the difference between a motorcycle boot and a regular shoe is that the regular shoe is designed just for walking around or whatever it's designed for, like Vans or for skateboarding. Here, you're going to have that extra protection, and it's going to have more of a reinforced threads. So you can kind of see a little bit there. There's a little bit double stitching right there in between those lines. Some good stitching. Definitely want to find somebody that has good stitching. That's very important. So guys, write in the comments what gear you want me to look at. I'm going to be here for another 25 minutes. So now's the time to do it. Plus, if you guys want to just ask some questions, let me know. So Waldo, textile versus leather, both of them are really good. Textiles, I mean, there's obviously a little bit more options you can do with textiles, and leather is a little bit more expensive for the most part. Leather has more, has a better resistance to thermal transfer, so you're going to get that friction anyways off the ground. If you crash or sliding, you're getting friction, but there's heat that's generated, and that's going to go into your body, and leather helps prevent a lot of that. So opinion on helmets with side down internal shades. I have one with the my Voss helmet, and I like it, but I prefer to wear sunglasses when I'm riding, so I never use it. So I wear sunglasses with a clear visor, and then when it gets dark out, I just take my sunglasses off. But if you get caught out and it's like, oh man, I don't have my sunglasses. Well, now you gotta drop down visor. And that's another thing is that you can have, I don't recommend, but you can have like a smoked visor and then an internal sometimes, especially on the Voss, an internal clear visor. So if you get caught out, like you're normally riding around and all of a sudden it gets dark, worst case scenario, you pop your visor up and pop that little one down. I bought a thermal underlayer, but I am looking for something real warm, not electric, without having to wear 2 pairs of pants and many top layers in addition to thermals. Any suggestions? I like Under Armour. So this is from Joe Hastain. I like Under Armour cold gear, but it sounds like you don't want to do that. Honestly, like the reason why like multiple layers really works is that it's trapping in your own body heat. So if you're like a naturally cold person, I'm a very warm person. I sleep really warm. I just get hot. And so like a thermal layer really helps out because it keeps the heat in. But if you're normally cold, and especially if it's like, 30 to 45 degree riding, having an external source of heat makes a huge difference. Your body doesn't have to burn so many calories just to get the heat up. You don't have to have the body tremors, doing this so that it actually generates heat. You can actually relax a little bit more. So I would honestly look into getting an external heating that is electric. Now, like electric motorcycle jackets, you might not need that. Just get a regular motorcycle jacket and then see if there's any, write in the comments, guys, if there's any thermal, like electric thermals, like base layer thermals, because that's all you would need. Then you can just wear a regular jacket on top of that. My bootlaces get caught up all the time. I forget to tuck them. Problem with motorcycle shoes is you really can't feel what you're stepping, standing, sitting on. Yeah, and that's part of it though. And you only have to know that you're putting your foot on the pegs. There's not much you have to do. Hey guys, if you buy anything from Revzilla because of this, click the link at the tippity top of the chat or go to the description. It's an affiliate link. It helps out. No extra cost to you, but it helps us. Any recommendations on riding jeans for larger riders? I have a 42-inch waist, and it's hard to find gear that fit under my hips, or other recommendations. It's the last piece of gear. So there's a motorcycle gear custom. There's like this new company that came out. I forgot what it's called, though. Shoot. Is it rubber side down? No, it can't be. Is it? See, that's one of the problems is that if you're a bigger person or even smaller person, or you're a person that's just not the normal, the average, like you're on the different part of the bell curve, you're gonna have trouble. Like some people have short legs but wide hips. Some people have long legs but short hips, and it gets awkward. The best bet is to find a tailor that can work with Kevlar or aramid fibers, and they can make it work for you. The next thing is to find a custom motorcycle gear. There was somebody, I had it in my, I can't believe I can't find it right now. It's not, is it Skull Riders? No. I don't know. There's plenty of people now coming out with gear specifically for what you're talking about right there. I'm sorry, man. I don't know how, I can't help you with that, Christopher. High boot versus mid cut, like you're looking at. I like high boot. It's gonna help out more. They have usually like a TPU plastic on the shin, so if you're gonna get rocks into your shin, that helps out a lot. Alpine Stars heated gloves, Waldo. So Alpine Stars heated gloves. Let's just go ahead and do that. Very expensive. I'm just going to pick one of them. Let's pick this one. It's got the most reviews with one. So obviously an on-off button. Yaki Way, welcome. Let's see. So, I mean, like the only difference that I would see, it's a gauntlet glove and it's heated. Okay. It looks pretty thick. The fingers look pretty thick. My main concern is having dexterity. It's such a pain in the butt to, as a firefighter, to have like gloves that had no dexterity. So goat leather palm. So that means it's supple. It means it's you can feel through it pretty much. Waterproof, breathable, dry star. Okay, so that's great. Insulation on backhand. Okay, soft shell for optimum fit. So it means it's not like it's not like a gauntlet from the medieval times. Rolled fingers for better heat retention. Okay. Touchscreen compatible. That works great when you have your phone on your quad lock. But if it's that cold, your phone might be getting screwed up. Easy to use external control button allows riders to select one of 3 heated settings. That's great. Lithium battery. So that's another thing. Is like, where's the battery? Is it internal? Because sometimes when they show these things, it's like, oh yeah, the battery has like this, there's like a wire that comes out, and they don't show it in the product. Is there anybody that reviewed it? Very easy to charge, and they definitely make a difference. I have worn them 30 to 50 degrees, and they work. So that's pretty good. Micro USB Y cable included to connect both batteries. Okay, so it's internal then. Stainless enameled copper nickel heating yarn. Okay, that's like a heated blanket. Gory Boys, welcome. Sturdy knuckle protection, certified level 1 KP. Let's take a look at what that is. It means the gear was hit with a certain amount of force and withstood it. All right. Revit, I trust Revit. Okay, yeah, sure. Level 1. So they test on tear strength, seam strength, dimension stability, impact abrasion. Okay. So I knew what AAA. I knew that part because that's for the abrasion. And I know the comments are probably going up crazy right now. So no. All right, I'm good. I'm tired with doing that. Let's see. Yeah, the heated gloves look pretty good. I mean, for $400, like it's got to be most of your riding. Like I'd be using it for most of my riding, so I'd be riding all the time in the winter. What is my opinion, please, on helmets that are both full face and open face, removable chin bar, such as the Bell Bruiser? Let's take a look at the Bell Bruiser. So you're probably talking about modular helmets, but this one is I'm assuming this is just the chin. It's not a real chin guard. Okay. So this is a 3/4 helmet, if that. And this removable chin guard is probably not impact. It's probably not for impact. It's more for wind. So let's see, removable chin bar. Yeah, so it's only DOT approved. It's not for almost $300. I would not get this. It's just not my cup of tea. Yeah, it's just a 3/4 helmet. It looks cool. It's just a 3/4 helmet. That chin bar does not offer any protection. No, I wouldn't get it. Sorry, Bell. It's not my cup of tea. What are some budget jackets that don't look like moto jackets? I believe, and this is coming from Mujgan Sama. I think I said that right. Please let me know if I said it right. I know Reacts has some good jackets. If I miss your guys' comments, it's the chat's just moving, so I'm not necessarily paying attention to it. Reacts is the Revzilla brand, cycle gear brand. It doesn't look like a motorcycle jacket for the most part, right? And it's only $159. It's on sale right now. They got pretty much all of them in stock. It's a wax cotton polyester, so the polyester part probably makes it more movable. Yeah, so the coated denim. Oh, it's denim. Yeah. Oh, the polyester is the airflow part. Okay, so Aramid, full lining, snap collar, Sastec CE level 2 on the shoulders and elbows, pocket for optional back protector sold separately, so make sure you guys buy that. Is it axial? Is it up here somewhere? So you got to put that. I would always get a back protector. Waterproof device pocket, interior belt, jean loop, so you can actually connect them. Yeah, this is what I'd go. Or if you want to get like the Scorpion Exo Covert, I have the Scorpion Exo, like the wax cotton version. I mean, if you like flannel, that's pretty cool. But I know that they have elbows, shoulders, and back. All the armor is sold separately though. So if you take a look at this, this is actually better. Let me go ahead and I'll send you guys the link. Just let me go ahead and get that link for you. Now this is gonna be an affiliate link. That's why I'm doing it. So if you want to grab the React, I have React's gear. React's is pretty good. React's Fairmount. Boom. That's what I'd get. That's what I'd get. All right, let's take a look. Engine Hawk Predator jacket. Nah, I don't review anything that's Ruroc or Engine Hawk because they've already been douchebags on my channel. Thank you, Gory Boys. You don't ride, but content feels universal to anyone on the road. You're doing great work. Hey, I appreciate that. Smart Rider principles apply to anybody that is on the road, to be quite honest. Scorpion Exo ST1400. Let's take a look. Looks interesting. Let's take a look at here. It's an intermediate oval. That's my head shape. Okay, lots of stuff to go over. Okay, so resin infused carbon fiber shell, so it's pretty lightweight. CAD refined aerodynamics. It's just computer aided. Okay, aero tune ventilation, Venturi effect channeling system via adjustable. Okay, so it's just supposed to pull air in or take air in and pull it out through the exhaust. So it keeps your head nice and cool, supposedly. Air fit inflation adjustment system provides user-defined fit customization, not only comfort. What? You can inflate. Air fit system. Scorpion's air fit cheek pad inflation system allows you to obtain a personalized fit by pumping the air inflation ball located in the chin bar. Interesting. Interesting. That's pretty cool. Because sometimes it can give you chipmunk chinks and it's pretty hard to talk. Fully removable, washable, replaceable, quick wick 3 antibiotic. Okay, that's good. That means you can pull it out and wash it because it stinks after a while. and you get a lot of oil and dirt. Speaker pockets, that's great. Make sure you guys grab a Quarto. Quick fit 3D sculpted cheek pads, accommodate eyeglasses, that's great. Large eye port, so great visual field. Let's take a look at the eye port. It looks pretty good. It's not too bad. Not too bad. Pin lock is great. You want to have a pin lock. Distortion free. Quick release cheek pad, system integrated reflective piping on cheek pads. Oh my gosh, I got blown up. Sorry, one sec. Sorry, personal jumped in for a little bit. DOT ECE approved. Great. 5-year warranty. That's pretty good. This is a good helmet. $429. That's a pretty good helmet. Yeah. It's a great helmet. There's another one of those I saw that looks sweet, but it was the same mindset of, yeah, I don't want to break my face. Yeah. Simpson Mod Bandit. Did you make a good choice? If you like it, you might have. It's an expensive one. It's an expensive choice. So DOT ECE, that's fine. So, I mean, you really go for the looks. You really go for the looks with these things. Internal visor, that's good. So you can, and it's modular. That's why it was expensive. Tool-free removal, that's important because it's a pain in the ass to do it without it. Removable, that's good. Internal, it's good. Integrated speaker, that's good. Dual adjustable chin vents, that's good. Top and rear removable chin noise and air. They don't give you a lot when it comes to description, but overall it's pretty good. I mean, it's just expensive. You're really going for the look. I mean, it looks pretty cool. It looks pretty cool. It's all about the look, though. I'm pretty sure you got a cruiser. Yeah, if you're happy with it. I got the Bell Bullet back in the day, and it didn't have half of this stuff, and it was like $500. So, and I enjoyed it until I didn't. Studs on the street, burnouts, man in pain after getting teeth pulled, watching your videos. Stay distracted. Love your videos, man. Ben Groovy. Yeah, those Reebok pumps. Yeah. On Built Gear. Built Gear is not too bad. Built Gear is... gear nowadays is just getting to a point where it's almost all the same. One thing I did notice, though, with... let's just pick one. One thing I did notice with the climb gear that I have, it's just the fabric is just, I mean, it's like $400 plus for a jacket and then $400 plus for pants. It's just like things are stretchy. Ooh, that's cool. You can put your gloves in there. The fabric is just stretchier, just more handcrafted type feel. But you can't really go wrong with a lot of gear. Built Gear is good. They have good jeans. They have good jeans. Yeah. HJC Venom. Okay. Venom helmet. Expensive. Whoa. But HJC is a good helmet. Intermediate oval. Premium integrated matrix plus. It's a fiberglass air. It's just a fiberglass shell. Ventilation system. Okay. So has a good exhaust system for the hot. Okay. Anti-fog lens. Okay. I prefer a pin lock because it just makes it. Whenever somebody says it's anti-fog, it's anti-fog to an extent. And when I've had pin locks, it's been anti-fog, like all the time. Smoke tear off prepared face shield included. Tear off. Speaker pockets, emergency kit, cheek pads. Okay, that should be standard anyways. It's just way too expensive. I'm sorry. You don't get a whole bunch. And that's on closeout. Oof. It's just expensive, dude. I wouldn't get it. Airbag, motorcycle airbag pants. I think they're great. I think it's a step in the right direction. I think they're still going to iterate on that. AGV modular already, Angel. It's going to be good. AGV is a good brand. Can't go wrong with that. Icon backpacks. Icon makes some cool stuff. I don't know. I've never really heard about their backpacks. Let's take a look. Let's just do this one. What's the front look like? Always get a chest strap with a backpack you're going to be riding with. I don't care too much for the waist strap. That's mainly for weight distribution, and you're riding. You don't really need that, but it does help if you have something heavy in there. You cinch that down so you have more of the weight on your hips versus your shoulders, which kind of affect your riding. But then definitely have this so your straps don't fall off when you're doing a head check. Water resistant exterior pockets. That's good. Resistant though, not waterproof. So they got a pocket for either an internal bladder or a back protector. You should have a back protector anyways. I gotta get going soon, guys. Let's do one more. Let's do one more. CED protection bike, regular mountain bike brands don't cut it. Oh, that's a tough one. I had trouble with that too, Paul. Yeah, nobody makes affordable gear for you guys. Santa. Guys, I had a great time. I enjoyed this. I hope you guys really enjoyed the premiere that we had earlier today. But I gotta get going. I got some stuff I gotta take care of. Personal just popped up. And with that said, I hope you guys ride safe, be safe, and I'll see you guys later.